What's goody to any and everybody who may be listening? Okay? Let's get back on this motherfucking rag wearing whore with that speck that I put up in her eye because she looked irregular. Okay, but I want to get on her daughter. Now, my ex niece, who I gotta tell you, I did love that little girl, but she was used as bait. Now, number one, she was used as bait to keep me around, to keep me near. Okay, but number two, they were planning some diabolical shit around that weird looking ass little child that she spit out of that fishy pussy. Okay. They were planning some sort of diabolical framing of some sort surrounding that child, that weird looking little girl. Again, like I said, the little girl was weird looking. And I ain't sorry for saying it. Cause I meant it. And I mean it. And I okay? Now, when I went back, now just let me go back a little bit. Now, before I even left and was estranged by these individuals, the little girl was already doing some sort of like sign magic, using her eyes to attack me, doing things of this nature. They was teaching that little girl early how to engage in the spiritual warfare against me. I could feel it. Okay, she would also do things like accidentally, but it won't accidentally hit me in my legs with certain objects so that I couldn't dance, preventing me from dancing, which is another method by which I was able to get my fragments back. Okay, this little girl was used as bait all around. But I could also see the evil in that little girl's eyes. So I gotta tell you about when I popped back up on the girls, because like that little girl was a reason why one of the reasons why I didn't really want to leave, but I saw past it and left. So when I got back to Raleigh, just to pop up on them, because see, this was right after Kelly Dozier, who I was just talking about in the previous message with Prince, where I had to get him together, had passed away, and I could feel his presence around me, although I didn't know who it was until spirit got me to reestablish contact with these Doziers. That's when I was informed of the death of Kelly, which again there's weird circumstances surrounding his death. Okay. So when I get back to Raleigh, one of the first things that I noticed was the fact that couldn't no one really look at me in the eyes, because of course I could see everything. But the little girl, now she had gotten a little bigger. She had gotten a little more weirder looking. And I could also see that trauma. Like there was something going on inside of her body that I could see. That trauma, the blockages, the orbs. I could see it all inside of her body. And I was like, dang, I hope she looked like she gonna get picked on or something like that. Is what I was saying to myself, because I could clearly see what was going on in her body. The fact that Danielle was her mammy anyway, and ain't no telling how that little girl was being treated with Danielle and these men that she kept in and out, and Danielle being the mammy of the child, with an unfit mother, just like Sharita. Okay. But that's what I noticed right away when I got back. Here we go again with her and the attacks with them eyes. Now it took everything in me not to say nothing to the little girl or say nothing to her mama. It took everything in me not to be like, what's going on with her? Like, there's something wrong. I can see it. There's clearly something wrong with that little girl. weird, just weird, very weird. It's something about them Dojas. All of them got that weird shit going on with them. They all weird. All them Dojas are weird. Okay, and she was becoming no different than the rest of them in that clan. I'm gonna call them a clan now because it's a clan to me. Okay, the Doja clan. So, like I said, like, they was trying to get me to go to this, beach. Virginia, no, this time it was Myrtle Beach. Or, Wilmington Beach, whatever the case may be, it was a motherfucking beach that they were begging me to go to. Sharita was literally begging me to go to this beach. And I was like, why the fuck is she begging me to go to this beach? Okay? Nonetheless, at first I was saying no, but after a while I said, yeah, I'm gonna go. I said I'm gonna just go ahead to the beach. Although the whole time I was suspecting something, like I was suspicious. I knew that there was something going on underneath the radar. Okay, so we get to this beach. And you know, Danielle and her so-called friends, because ain't none of them girls like that bitch. They ain't none of them like each other because they was all fake. In this realm, ain't no such thing as friends because everybody fake. Ain't nobody healing. You can trust me. You can talk about behind your back. You better believe it. Okay. So, I get to this beach, and again, her friends there with them children, and one of them children had the nerve to attack me with their eyes. Who I was about to cuss that little fat boy out. I forgot who child that was too. But I didn't really know the mammy like that. But I was figuring to cuss that fat boy out and the mammy. Okay? That little fat boy had the nerve. Looking the way he looked out there at that beach. Raggedy. Just like the mammy. So, anyway, I wound up going, you know, and of course, getting attacked. The spiritual warfare was at not really at an all-time high. That had already passed by. These individuals were desperate to regain any sort of control that they may have had, which they really never had control because it was all an illusion. Because, bitch, they were fucking with a motherfucking monster in a good way. Bitch, they were fucking with me. Okay. And so anyway, I wound up getting me a bottle of wine and things of this nature, and you know, blacking out. But what was going on in the interim of myself blacking out is the question. I gotta say this because there was also some sort of magic that I'm picking up on the way back home. Like, there was this song that Sharita used to sing, you know, as if she thought that somebody owed her for her having sex and having a baby dropped up out of her vagina. Girl, that song was, for the 9 months I carried you. Whatever the fuck that bullshit, because ain't, like I said, ain't none of y'all mothers. And if y'all all mothers, bitch, I was never. I sat up in that sky and did what I did, but you can't call me a mother, cause don't none of y'all know what y'all doing, raising these children wrong, to hate themselves. That's what y'all doing, and to work for a system, to work for the beast. That's what y'all doing. Okay. But that song was playing on the radio on the way back. That wasn't nothing but illusions and smoke and mirrors and dark magic that song was playing on the radio on our way back to the house. I ain't never heard that song before a day in my life, aside from when she used to sing it when we were children. Okay. Um, so that was something that was used to sort of like kind of pull me, sort of try to pull me back into the mold. Okay. I gotta tell you that after I left Raleigh, I did stay in contact with these individuals for about a week or two. But like I said, that spiritual warfare after I reconnected back with these individuals picked back up. It picked back up. Okay, I was starting to get the evil eye again because I had gotten back in contact with them. And again, when I reconnect with these individuals, my ego reaches a peak, and my inner child, the unhealed, the unhinged inner child comes out, and is a means by which they are able to transfer this energy, transfer their orbs, that black orb shit into me, and pull out my light sparks, pull out my light particles. Okay. One more thing I want to say about this weird little girl. Okay, that was raised by that Doja clan. That ain't no telling what they had that little girl going through. That I really, at this point, I don't have any compassion for her or any of them. Okay? So she gave me this picture. Now I gotta tell you what was on this picture. The drawing. She drew the picture, and at first I thought it was sort of endearing. But the longer I held on to that picture and was seeing what was on the picture, it was like, you tried it. So what was on the picture was a drawing of individuals at the beach. Now, mind you, she gave me this picture before we even got to the beach. When I first saw hers, when she gave me this picture, there was some sort of spell, chant, incantation, whatever the case may be, over this picture. Absolutely. And so it was a picture of them, because it wasn't me. It was them on the coast or by the sea at the beach holding hands. They was holding hands. Now, what were they doing holding them motherfucking hands at the beach? With the moon. And the moon was right there over top of the pit. Like, she drew the moon. She drew the beach. She had the water, the coast, and she had them standing around holding hands. Once I figured this, which was probably about a few days into it, I destroyed the picture. I ripped it up and burnt it. I sure did. Okay. Now, these are all important pieces to the puzzle. Okay. Thank you. Bye-bye.